Hey, Lauren Gordon here. In this video, I want to talk about when you should do paid ads versus organic marketing to grow your coaching business. My name is Lauren and I'm a business mentor for online coaches who have offers that they believe in and stories to tell. And I help my clients attract high-ticket customers and high-ticket clients through storytelling and sharing their stories on social media. Now, this video comes from being inspired by a conversation that I recently had. And this conversation was with a beautiful woman, a coach who was already running some ads, and she was a brand new coach. She was a new coach. She was already running some ads and she came to me for help. And this is what prompted this entire conversation we had. And I wanted to come on and shoot a video on this because this is something that all coaches need to understand. It is the difference of you losing money versus turning a very, very large profit early on in your coaching business. And this is for you, whether you are a month into your coaching business, a day, you've been going at this for a few months, maybe even a year. This is for you as long as you are still kind of in that building phase. You haven't hit those consistent 10K months. You haven't hit your first six figures. This is really who this video is for, and this is what you need to understand. So I was speaking to this woman and she said, and I asked her, I said, what are you currently doing? What are you trying in your coaching business right now? And right away she says, oh, I'm running ads. I'm running ads. And I said, okay, cool. Tell me about your offer. She told me about the offer. It was a high ticket offer. She gave me the nitty gritty, and I said, okay, how much are you spending and where did you get the idea to start with ads right away? Because oftentimes I don't hear this too often where coaches will try ads right away. I've heard it a good amount of times, but it's not something super common that I hear. Most people that come to me are only trying organic. They're only doing organic content, but there's a few in between that are already doing ads that come to me. They've already tried ads or they're currently doing it. And this woman was one of those. And she said, oh, well, that was just one of the things that came up when I was Googling and trying to DIY it myself. One of the things that came up was, start with paid advertising. And I said, okay, got it. So here's what you need to know. And then I'm going to tell you exactly what I told her. And this is something typically that I would get into, on a coaching call with one of my clients. But I had to tell her this because I knew she was about to waste a lot of money. And whether or not she chose to get my help, that was fine. I needed her to know this because she was about to waste a lot of money. So here's what I said. If you are a new coach who has not worked with at least 5 clients, if I had to put a number on it, if you haven't worked with at least 5 clients, and when I say work with, I mean you've been paid your full rates. So whether you have a 3K, 5K, 10K, 20K, 30K, whatever the price point is of your offer, if you have not signed at least 5 clients and taken at least 5 people through your process, through whatever you teach, and you're still a little bit unsure of what your messaging is, you're not totally clear, or you're not sure if your message is clear enough, do not run ads. Do not spend a single dollar on advertising yet. The reason why is because I want you to think of it this way. All ads do is they accentuate what is already there. They take what's already there or what isn't, and they expand that. And what I mean is if you have not worked with at least 5 clients, that means you have an offer that is not validated by the market yet. That means you have an offer that you don't know if people actually want it. The only way to know if an offer will do well when you put ads behind it is if the market pays you and votes with their wallet, right? That's just the truth of the matter. The minute you get your first sale, first client, first high ticket client, it's a huge celebration, especially for my clients that come to me and they don't have they don't have any clients yet. They have a high ticket offer, or they at least have an idea of what they want to sell. That first client is a huge milestone because it's the first sign of that market validation. And this is very, very different than internal validation. I want to be clear on this. You can be sold on your offer. You can believe in your work. You can believe in what you bring to the table. But until the market does as well by voting with their wallets and paying you, do not run ads to your offer. Don't run ads to book a call with you. Don't run ads to, just don't spend your money on paid advertising yet, because the first step in building out a coaching business and actually having something that you can scale and an offer that you can get out to the masses and you can put money behind it and have a funnel and ads working profitably, is you have to validate the offer first organically. Let me rephrase that. You don't have to do it organically, but if you don't want to waste money, then you do. Go with paid advertising at the at the beginning of a coaching business or a coaching business that's fairly new. Is you would be paying to figure out what messaging resonates with your market. And unless you have a ton of cash to blow through and a ton of cash to spare, and you're okay doing that, you want to just use organic marketing to get out of that testing phase as quickly as possible, right? So you can either pay and spend money to figure out how to communicate your message in a way that resonates and makes people want to pay you, or you can test it for free with organic marketing, okay? And I tell you this as somebody who made this mistake very early on in my coaching business. In the first year, I hired a beautiful Facebook ad manager. She was beautiful. She's a beautiful person. But I looked at it as an instant solution to having automation in place, having systems in place. And I had this expectation that everything was just going to blow up really quickly, because that is oftentimes the message that we hear from people who are trying to sell us Facebook ad services, right? And I might be the first to tell you that both work. Paid advertising and organic marketing, both work. It's not either or, it's both, but you have to start with one and then add on the other when the time is right, if you don't want to waste money. Okay, so what I did my first year of my coaching business, I hired this beautiful Facebook ads manager. I knew she knew her stuff. That wasn't a question. Hired her. We ran ads. I think I paid her like $3,000 a month or something. And we ran ads for a couple months to my signature offer at the time. And it didn't work. Long story short, it didn't work. But it didn't work not because she didn't know what she was doing, but it didn't work because my offer hadn't been validated. I thought I knew what my messaging was. I thought I knew what was going to resonate, what kind of copy, what kind of stories. I thought I knew what was going to resonate with my market. And I thought I knew my ideal client pretty clearly. But data doesn't lie. And after running those ads, it was very clear that I needed to go back to the drawing board and stop paying to figure out my messaging and figure out my ideal client and focus on organic so that I could do that. So I did that, and I spent time. I gave myself enough time to really get clear on what is my message, and not just guess, but actually figure it out through a market research process. And this is what I teach my clients now. I figured out my messaging, I figured it out. I stopped guessing, and I actually figured it out by doing the correct market research. I had the market tell me what my messaging should be, and I got clear on that. I got clear on exactly who my ideal client was. Then, years later, did I start paid advertising again. After I had worked with almost 100 people and taken them through my framework, taken them through my work, and I really actually understood what kind of messaging I needed to incorporate into my offers to have them convert with ads. Had I not done that, had I spent years trying to make paid advertising work without a validated offer, I would have been probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt or down the hole easily, because that's what happens. If you put ads on top of an offer or just on top of an offer that you don't know the market wants, that's what happens, right? And I tell you this so that you can equip yourself to not have this happen, right? And I might be the first to tell you this, because here's the funny thing. Most people will tell you that organic is the only way, or they'll tell you paid advertising is the only way, or they'll tell you organic is the best, paid advertising is the best. Let me be the first to tell you that neither of that is true. Both work. Both work fantastic. If you have a validated offer, if you really understand your ideal customer, and not just based on what you think, but based on what the market has actually told you and how people have actually voted with their wallets and enrolled in your programs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I hope you understand where I'm going with this. What I'm saying in a nutshell is, look, if I had to put another metric on it, I would say if you're not at 10K months yet as a coach, like in your coaching business, you don't need, nor should you turn on ads. You just don't need to. It's way too easy to get to 10K months as a coach nowadays with organic marketing and save yourself money along the way. Validate your offers, really get to understand and know your ideal clients, and then you're going to have this foundation that is solid so that you can pay for ads. You can throw ads on top of it to amplify your message, get your offers out to the world even more, add automation into your business, and it will work, right? But if you do that backwards, if you do ads first, you're going to be stuck for a while and you're going to waste a lot of money. That's just the truth of the matter. And I tell you that as somebody who went through that, and I don't want that to happen to any other coaches who want to make an impact in the world. They want their business to do really well. They want to get paid really well for what they do. Organic first, ads second. Okay? If you want to make the smartest business decision, master organic marketing first, then add paid advertising on top of what you already know works, including your offers, including your ideal client, including your messaging. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. If you need more help with all of those three things or one of those three things, this is what I help my clients do inside of our Stories That Sell program. I help them get clear first on their offer, then their messaging, then their ideal client, and we make sure all of that is crystal clear. We set up an organic marketing system so that they can attract clients organically to them for free without spending money on ads. And then what most of my clients do is they go on to invest in paid ads and add in more systems, add in more automation to their businesses. But that comes secondary, right? So if you are at stage one, if you're at the first stage, which is organic marketing, you want to learn how you can attract more high ticket clients organically by using the one thing that makes you different, the one thing that makes you stand out, which is your story, then shoot me a message, reach out, or you can click the link. There should be a link somewhere in this video to book a call with my team where we'll sit down, look at your business, and be honest of whether or not the Stories That Sell program is for you. And if it is, we can offer you some options on how to get in and get my help on a further level, get my support and my guidance on how to do this, how to attract high ticket clients 100% organically so that you can validate your offers, you can get clear on your message, you can sign clients for free and really build that solid foundation so that when you are ready to add in paid advertising, you have things that work. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for all of my clients. So if you want help doing this, go ahead and click that link to book a call now. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video.